Most people avoid cold calling, and even those who give it a try often approach it all wrong. They end up talking too much, scripting every word that they say, and sounding just like everyone else who calls these business owners. This usually results in getting hung up on, losing motivation, and sometimes even having to return to a job that they hate. Look, cold calling is tough. That's the truth. But it's also the quickest way to start making real money. And I know that because I've seen it work over and over again. So in this video, I'm going to share some key principles that can help you succeed at cold calling. Maybe you're thinking, I just get so nervous. Of course you do. Most people aren't excited about calling strangers, especially when there's a high chance of rejection. It's natural to get anxious, but once you get used to it, you'll start landing clients consistently and your sales skills will improve so much that you'll have a much higher success rate during important presentations or closing calls. I used to cold call from a phone book when I had no money. It was a tough time, but it taught me the skills that helped me succeed. The first thing that you need to do is provide value when you're cold calling. In my live cold calling video, I offered value by telling business owners that I had already built them a website and was just asking if they wanted to take a look at it. Now, I hadn't actually built anything at that point. I'd never seen their website or even talked to them before. I just had a list of businesses that either didn't have a website or where that field was empty on my list. If they agreed to it, I would schedule a meeting for the next day. Then I would take a simple template, add their logo, and say, this is just the first draft. It took me less than 5 minutes, but it helped me show value. Even if they didn't like the template, which never really happened, I would ask them, which of these samples do you like best? Then I would recreate it. The goal was to get the conversation started. The next thing that you need is a list of business owners to call. Now, don't waste your time scrolling through Google Maps and picking businesses one by one. Instead, create a spreadsheet with all of their details. That way, you can keep track of who answered, who didn't, and any other relevant notes. Most lead generation tools will provide you with useful data like social media profiles, Google and Yelp reviews, and more, all of which you can add to your list. When you do call, try to make the conversation as personalized as possible. Don't just copy and paste a generic script. People can tell when you're reading off a script. Mention specific details like the number of reviews they have, their Google rating, whether they're listed as open or closed, or even if they have Facebook or Google Pixels on their site. Now let's talk about your tone. You don't want to sound pushy, and you don't want to sound like every other cold caller. You need to sound genuine, like you truly want to help. Imagine you're the business owner. Now, if I called you and said, hey, is this John? And then, hi, John, this is Jeremy from ABC Web Design. Are you interested in a website? You'd probably hang up too. I mean, it sounds like I'm just reading from a script without any real interest. Or if I started with, good afternoon, how are you today? And then immediately said, your website looks outdated and your mobile setup is wrong. Nobody wants to hear that. Instead, you need to sound like you're having a real conversation. For example, if I'm calling someone in home services, I might say, hey, is this John? He's more likely to answer thinking it's a customer or a friend. Then I'd say, John, I was just checking out your website and it doesn't look very professional. What's up with that? Even though it's informal, it sounds more genuine and that makes it effective. Also, real quick, if you want to sign up for Go High Level, you can use my link in the description. I'll give you access to my Go High Level Jumpstart course for free, which includes client getting strategies, outreach methods, and everything that you need to know A to Z. Plus, when you sign up for a 30-day free trial using my link below, you'll get an exclusive access to my premium Notion templates and sales strategies. Absolutely everything that you need to know to succeed. Check out the links below and let's keep going. Now, let's dive back into the video. You can also say, hey John, I was just looking at some landscaping services and tried to check out some of your past projects. Do you have anything that I can see? He might respond with, oh no, I don't have that online, but you can check my Instagram or something like that. Let him explain himself, and then you can say something like, sounds good, John. I'll be honest, I noticed that, and I know how important it is to showcase your work online. I actually built you a sample website. Do you want me to show it to you? I liked your business and you have some great reviews, so I figured you might be interested. You want to take a look? Now, that kind of pitch with the right tone makes it simple and easy to digest. It sounds like you're just a genuine guy calling from down the street. You might be wondering what to say if you already have a website. Now, there's still a lot that you can mention, and you can point out that something on it isn't working properly. Now, I don't actually check every website in detail beforehand. I might just say something is broken. Often, within a couple of seconds, you can already spot something that could be improved. Maybe the site's loading speed is slow, their phone number isn't easily visible, their contact form is poorly formatted, or their photos are low quality. Maybe they're missing Facebook or Google tracking pixels. For example, you could say, "Hey John, I was just checking out your site and I found a couple of issues. You're still open, right?" They might respond, "Well, yes, of course we're open. What do you mean exactly?" Then you can say something like, "Well, I noticed that the Facebook pixel wasn't properly installed and it wasn't showing up on my phone. So I went ahead and built you a new site to fix that. I thought I'd help you out by solving the issue. Would you have some time to take a look at it?" They might say, "Oh, I already have a website," or "Wait, you already built something?" You can respond with, "Yeah, you don't have to use it if you don't want to, but I can show you how to fix the issues on your current site. Make it low risk for them. You don't need to switch to this new site, but I can give you a few tips on how to fix things on your existing one." Does that sound good? While you're talking to them, if they have a website, you can reference specific things about it. If you're on the call, pull up their site while you're talking and mention exact details like, "I see your portfolio at the top and your phone number is right here." Now, this shows them that you're actually looking at their site, making the conversation more personal. Now, your goal should be to get them on a Zoom call as soon as possible. Book it for tomorrow or the next day. Now, during that call, genuinely offer advice, which brings us back to the value that we talked about earlier. Give them a reason to show up for the demo call. Now, this Zoom call shouldn't be just about pitching your services, it's about providing value. You could say, "Hey, John, during this meeting, I'll do a full audit of your website. I'll take a look at everything, point out any errors, and see if I can even fix them for you. Plus, to go above and beyond, I'm also going to look at your competitors' websites and show you what they're doing. I'll look at their Google reviews, your Google reviews, and see what's working for them. Are they advertising on Yelp, Google, or Facebook? I will show you all of that during the call." Does that sound good, John? The answer will likely be yes. I know you might be a web designer and may not want to get into advertising, and that's fine. But still, over deliver during this call. Make the meeting so valuable that the business owner is completely engaged. Imagine that this person paid you $50 or $100 just for this one call. All you need to do is analyze everything and give them valuable insights. Now, this doesn't take long. Just spend 10 minutes before the meeting looking at their website and their competitors. Often, you can point out things like, all your competitors have around 70 reviews and you only have like 10. You could improve this by emailing clients a link to leave a review. Also, your phone number is buried at the bottom of the website, and I think that you're missing out on leads because of it. You could add a live chat option to your site to make it easier for potential customers to reach out. The goal of the cold call isn't necessarily to sell your services right away. You're not trying to sell a new website or a high-ticket package. The goal is to sell the demo call where you can provide value and build trust. Make it so valuable that they feel like getting this for free is an amazing deal. Now, once you're on the demo call and discussing your services, packages, and prices, then you can pitch them and turn them into a client. Now, before we wrap up, I want to offer you something really special. If you're ready to take your cold calling to the next level and make your sales process even smoother, I've got a 30-day free trial link for Go High Level. Not only that, but I'll also give you access to my Go High Level Jumpstart course, which is packed with strategies to help you master cold calling and convert more clients. On top of that, you're going to get access to my premium Notion templates, which are worth more than $900. All of this is available if you sign up using the link below in the description. And trust me, this is the perfect way to get started and see results fast. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.